Good morning, and welcome to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new University City Regional Library. My name is Deborah Sharp, and I'm the branch manager at University City. And as you can all imagine, we are beyond excited to celebrate this moment today. Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you to everyone who had a hand to make this day possible. I would especially like to recognize my staff at UC for their efforts in the past weeks, going back and forth between locations as we transitioned from the old building to this beautiful new one. Thank you for your time, your energy, and most importantly, your patience. We have several speakers today who share in the excitement of this milestone. After they share their remarks, we will cut the ribbon. Without further ado, I would like to invite Mecklenburg County Commissioner George Dunlap of District 3 to say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning. I hope you can tell how excited I am by the smile on my face. You know, I've lived in the university area now for 40 years. And for those of you, how many of you used to go to the old library in University City? Oh man, a lot of you. So you guys are going to be excited for what you're going to see here today. I haven't had a sneak preview, so I'm going to be seeing it for the first time as you are. Before I get started though, I do want to acknowledge a couple of people who are guests of ours in the University City area, and maybe some that are not so much guests, but I want to introduce my colleagues on the Board of County Commission who were just as responsible as I was to make sure that this building came to fruition. I want to first acknowledge our Vice Chair of the Board, Commissioner Lee Altman, Commissioner Susan Rodriguez McDowell, all the way from District 6, and Commissioner Laura Meyer from District 5. I I don't know who's introducing everybody, but you know what? Do you guys feel pretty safe right now? Okay, I want to acknowledge the man who is responsible for that, our commander for this district in the police department, Major Tillis. I know he wasn't expecting that, but you know, I feel pretty safe, and I know that he's one of the people who are responsible for this. This is a really, really, really exciting day. Some of you don't have a clue what the library staff and the board of directors went through just to make sure that this building was erected. And to think about University City, it couldn't have been erected at a more significant place in our community. The lake, which you'll have the opportunity to enjoy when you visit the library, it just made it all feel right. And I have to acknowledge someone, I don't know if she's here or not. Darlene Heater, are you here? Yeah, Darlene. Darlene was the thorn in everybody's side to make sure that this happened. So we want to acknowledge her as well. We're really just excited to see how quickly the University City is expanding. It was just a few years ago that we got light rail, and now you can access the library through light rail, and a lot of other exciting things happening right here in the University City. Some of you have stories about the library in general, but more specifically about stories of the old library and its location. I hope you will share those stories and share those memories with your friends and colleagues. When you do that, that will help them understand how even more significant this library is to our community. I want to thank, again, MT for establishing a workforce that is just second to none, and for creating an environment where they all feel valued and are happy to be a part of the library system. And as well to our chairman of our board of the library system, just want you to know just how grateful we are. I'll simply say this. Mecklenburg County is committed to meeting the needs of our residents and delivering on the projects that we aspire to bring to our community, and this is just an example of one. This facility cost the county, you guys, $39.6 million. And it took a couple of years to get it all together, but we finally got it all together. I want you to know that I am committed to championing other projects just like this in District 3 and all across our community, because it makes Mecklenburg County one of the great places to live, work, and to recreate. So I celebrate you, the funders of this project. I celebrate those who made it happen, and more specifically, District 3, welcome to your new home library. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Commissioner Dunlap, former chair of the County Commissioners. His support, your support, and the support of all the Board of County Commissioners, we thank you here at the library. Good morning, thank you. My name is Charles Thomas. I am the chair of the Library Board of Directors and Trustees, and it's truly an honor to be here with you today, and truly an honor to be here representing the board. And so to start, I want to again thank all of our elected officials that are here today, both our city and county elected officials. And then I also want to recognize the Library Board of Directors and the Library Foundation Board of Directors and Trustees. If you're on the Library Board of Directors or a trustee of the foundation for the library, would you please stand up so everybody can see you? Excellent. These are your volunteers that help to make the library a stronger place. So today we're here to celebrate a new beginning for the University City Regional Library. We are so grateful for the former location that served this community for more than 30 years. And during that time, it was one of the highest used branches in the county. And it served over, I would say, millions of residents in our community. And so today we're excited to step forward boldly with this new facility that's going to help us continue to achieve our mission of improving lives and building a stronger community. This new facility is huge for us because it allows us to expand our services to meet the growing and rapid demands of our community and our customer base. We listened to residents in the area, and I want to thank the residents of University City because we definitely heard you. And to ensure that this facility met your needs, as well as to make sure that it was designed in a way so that you would be proud, a beautiful building. And so we are grateful for the staff and for the residents for all your participation in making this happen. As a library system, we are fortunate enough and have the privilege of being a trusted and well-regarded resource center that is a welcoming destination for all residents. And so anytime we as a community can come together and build a high-quality branch that is bigger and better and staffed with the best professionals, we should all consider this a win towards the county and the library's mission of improving lives. And so on behalf of the board of the library, I want to thank, again, the library staff. I want to thank Deborah for her leadership, MT for your leadership, Caitlin, amazing work. I also want to thank the county staff that put in all the time to help build this library. You deserve every compliment and smile that you're given today and the days that follow. You should be proud. And so now at this time, because I can't wait to go see the library, so I'm going to be brief, I'd like to bring up one of our strongest partners and supporters, Keith Stanley, the president and CEO of University City Partners.
I'm not Keith Stanley. We know how sometimes things are right in your face and you still overlook them and you don't see them. One of my biggest advocates, and I will say this anywhere, she had challenges for her election, but when people ask me if I'm going to support Renee Johnson, I say clearly, she has been my advocate on city council, and she's helped a lot of things come to fruition in District 3, so I want to acknowledge my city council member, Renee Johnson.
We're also going to acknowledge Dimple, one also city council member. Let's give her a hand. George and I are going to make sure we do this right, acknowledging our council members. Keith Stanley, University City, I am so glad to be here. I don't know if I should take my coat off, put my coat on. It's hot, but it's everything going on today. But I am so glad to be here, to be in front of this $40 million library. Come on, you guys. MT and the Charlotte Mecklenburg Library team has been absolutely amazing, but we have some people who've been supportive of this grand day and what we have before us. Of course, I want to give a quick shout out to the people we work with every day. I want to give a shout out to Deborah, Everett, and Tracy. They are just amazing folks. Can you give them a hand? Also, just want to shout out a few people, J.E. Dunn, Gensler, for those who did the work on it. We have a beautiful video that's going to be coming out shortly, so you can see some of the behind the scenes behind it. But also, I want to talk about just a little bit about activation. And Commissioner George Dunlap mentioned that. It's activation. We have 3.4 million people coming to the lake every year. We want those people to enjoy this beautiful library. We want folks to have a good time. I remember my young days when I had hair and a very high-pitched voice. And I remember Finney Library and the impact it made in my life. And I wouldn't be here today before if it wasn't for having those resources and opportunity. So I appreciate all the library board members for creating this opportunity. There's going to be many Keith Stanleys and George Dunlaps and Charles and MTs walking through here, this library, and getting the knowledge they need. This is my stack of books, so I got to hurry up and get this checked out before I go. But I will say this before I wrap this up. I thank everyone, and a special thanks goes to Darlene Heater. I don't think she's with us today. I stand on her work, on her foundation of making sure this library came, and we're so excited. I also want to give a shout out. I see a couple board members. Give it for Bill with HM at University City. Can you give him a hand? We have so many great partners. I can't name them all, but this is just exciting day. That it's a win for us. It's a win not just for University City. It's a win for Charlotte and Mecklenburg County. Thank you.
Good morning. There's something about being in the last chair that you get 82 texts that say, don't forget to add this person, don't forget to add this person. So I think I have everyone that I'm to acknowledge who came just a second later before we started. First off, I want to acknowledge Leslie Johnson, who's over to our left, our Deputy County Manager representing the County Manager's Office. I think I have everyone else listed here, so I'll do that. But before I get started, I wanted to share with you that as I was approaching the event this morning, a lady was getting out of her car and she said, "Is the library open?" And I said, "At 10:30. And she said, "What time is it now?" I said, "About 9:40. And she said, "Well, I need to return some books." And I said, "Well, we can't take them right now because we're not open." But I said, "The book drop is probably open." And then I said, "Do you want to be the first person to return some books to this new library?" She said, "Is there a prize?" I said, "No." She said, "Here." So I have, Deborah, I have some books that need to be returned. So I am MT and I am your chief librarian, and I am so happy to be with you today. Today is a special day for our organization, one that we've anticipated since the project was approved in 2022. Today, we are here to cut the ribbon on the new University City Regional Library, and I can tell you that you are just as excited as I am about the future of this new building. UC is one of the most visited locations in our system, and it will now be the largest regional library that we have here at CML. There's a little bit of regional pride going on over there, so. The new building is significantly larger than the old one, which means that there is plenty of space for us to offer even more programming, activities for residents, community members, and even those who happen to visit the area, whether on occasion or frequently. I can't wait for you to experience the new University City Regional Library. You will be amazed and quite pleased with the special touches and amenities that were included with our customers and staff in mind. You'll get excited about the dedicated and spacious children's and teens program rooms and numerous study and conference rooms. You will be in awe of the abundance of natural light and a special art piece housed on the second floor that we happily call Stella. It's called Stella Terra, and it's a beautiful piece created by renowned artist Anne Lamusky, and I saw Anne somewhere, Anne Lamusky right here. The piece was donated by art patron Fleur Bressler. Thank you both so much. I know our customers will welcome it. There are a host of people I want to thank before I close. Thank you to the Mecklenburg County Board of County Commissioners, County Manager Dina Diorio, and Assistant County Manager Leslie Johnson for supporting this project with funding. These funds allowed the library to purchase the land and the building and gave us the ability to buy furniture, equipment, and the proper technology that's necessary to open to the public. Thank you, Shannon Crane and Mark Hahn and the rest of the Mecklenburg County Assets and Facilities Management Team. Your skilled project management team kept us on track and guided us from start to finish of the wonderful library. Yashin Mao and of EB Arrow Real Estate Firm and Greg Watson, formerly of EB Arrow. Thank you to the entire crew at Gensler Architects, Emerson Stolt, David Little, Julie Jackson, and Dana Demrow. You gave us something to behold. Thank you to J.E. Dine Construction, particularly Joe Royer, William Matthews, and Josh McConaughey. You did a wonderful job. Thank you, Ursula Foxworthy with Solve, who oversaw logistics for the move from old UC to the new building. We know it was a lot. I especially want to thank our University City Regional Library staff led by Deborah Sharp, Everett Blackman, and Tracy Pierce, Library Associate Director Tony Talent, and Library Director Caitlin Moen. You are all the main reason why this is happening. Customers love and appreciate what you do all day in and day out. Make no mistake that we would not be celebrating here today if not for you. The senior leadership team and I appreciate all that you do every day. We also have a few back-of-house people who made everything work for us. Harold Esperanzo and his team who gave us the collections that you'll see in the new library. David Dillard and Peter Jario, who worked on all of our making it happen work that had to occur, and Michael Engelbrecht, who made sure that all of the technology was here. Lastly, I know that we did this at our Pineville opening, but Deborah's mother is with us today. So Deborah, you want to wave your hand? Okay, that's Deborah's mother. I'm sure she's been the strength for Deborah all of this time. And with that, now we are almost at the point of where we cut the ribbon, but we have one more speaker who has prepared a treat for us. I want to introduce Jay Ward, who has prepared an original poem for this special occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jay Ward, Charlotte's inaugural poet laureate.
I want to first reiterate how excited I am to be here. And I also, although we've been clapped out, I also want to acknowledge this is a demarcation point. Everyone that you've heard before me has some direct bearing into this building. Everyone that was acknowledged and thanked has some direct bearing to this building. I don't. Like many of you, my bearing is I can't wait to get in and be a part of the community that's being supported in this building. But can we again, with our heartiest applause, our heartiest woo-hoos, give it up for everyone that was involved in bringing this beautiful building to our community. I am excited as the Poet Laureate for Charlotte. I'm excited as an ambassador for literature, as an ambassador for poetry. I'm excited as a community member for what we all know, that things that happen in this community that make us stronger, that help us grow, that help us have some sense of peace in a turbulent time, often start right in our community library. This is no exception. This poem is for this library and for every library. The ground is breaking. We broke it. When I say we, I am referring to our hands, soil deep, rainbow fingers locked like promises, waiting out the latest deluge, the newest fire. Trees talk, famously, every day. Language of roots, centuries of survival in their palms. This is true of paper as well. And if paper, also books, thinly sliced heartbeats bound into a song. No one can fetter the mouth of a tree. It sings from its hands. Remember when everything was burning, or drowning, or cork stopped, and the most important parts of us lived. We lived, and how we became a forest of books, band together, and we sang, and we sang, and we sang. When I say we, I mean our song comes from our hands. When I say hands, I mean look what our voices can build.
Thank you so much, Jay. It's that time. Can I get all the speakers to come to the ribbon and Caitlin Moen? After we cut the ribbon, you are all welcome to come inside. There will be staff who are able to walk you through and give you a tour and talk about the new University City Library. County commissioners and elected officials, please come forward.
It's a